Welcome to another mega exciting 5-minute auto pairing. So omerov. Let's try C3 Sicilian. Bit of variety from the Morris Smith. Bit of a relative anyway, because sometimes you do get C3 Sicilian territory. Is D5 any good here? No, I'm going to see what he does here. Right. So we've got a kind of advanced French defense. That's not too bad. I think I'll play this, so I can play bishop d3. Or maybe b4, just try and cause the tension to be removed. Because he's playing that a6. I think I've got time for this. I don't think sometimes you don't get time for that. Now, yeah, I've got a free hand on the king side, surely. Okay, you can put a knight here. Get my knight over here. Castle. Okay. Yeah. I guess there's knight b3 takes, there's bishop here, unless I've got queen sack. That's a little bit annoying. It's not such a big deal, surely, though. What about just b4? Hope for the best. Let him have that pawn. It stops him having the square. So c takes, play rook b1, and I think I've got c4 coming up. Trying to keep the position open. Right, so there's c4 here. With b2, I've got queen takes here. Trying to break open the position. I think this is a good idea. Any specific tactics that might be useful here? Maybe c5. Just c5. I think cd, hang on. c5 is interesting as well, though. Yeah, I think bishop b2, bishop c3 is going to be annoying. Just seems like a bind there. Rook c1, knight g5, maybe f4, f5. Just try and keep this space bind, because it looks a little bit awkward to have these two guys just like that. So rook c1, then okay, is he really going to go for b2? There's knight b7 there. Yeah, let's weaken things over here. On knight c4, maybe knight, yeah, bishop d3, queen h5. Crude, but probably quite dangerous. He's neglecting that side of the board at the moment. That pawn is actually, surely it's quite useful there. But it's knight c4 could cast doubt on this stuff. f4, f5. Or knight takes b3 here. I think knight takes b3. Is that a really bad pen? Can I not just play bishop c1 after? So it leaves his bishop outside the pawn chain. It's usually adding solidity against f4, f5 if it was on c8. So I think for that reason, where's the clock stopped? Right, so bishop here. Okay, so f4, f5 coming up. F4, f5. Oh no, not losing the exchange, am I? Losing the exchange. Great. That wasn't intended. Play for this f5. I could just take that, surely. If knight f5, bishop g4 or something. Am I getting done over? I want to play for bishop g4. Maybe queen d3 takes here. I'll play later for bishop g4. This is going to tear open the position. I think I need to get him to take here rather than leave this horrible pin. Okay. There is hg or h3 on the pin. Okay, so hg here, bishop moves though. No. Can I move my king here and then rook g1? Hoping for some prospects there. The knight might be slightly loose. That g file, okay, is fun. So bishop d3 coming up. Maybe queen f3 first. Tie down to h5. So queen f3, bishop d3. It could connect rooks. Maybe a4, work on this structure here. It's getting a bit short on time here. Alright, so that situation, knight e3, no, there isn't check or anything. There's bishop h7 threatening with g8, so I'll take that one after. Okay. That's f4 for knight f4. I mean f5 for knight f4. Yeah, I think that looks good actually, because d5, mind you, this diagonal could better fire. There's 3 solid looking pawns in the centre, so I think it doesn't matter here. Maybe, yeah, this one, just to get the knight in a bit better. I've got d4 covered.
Check.
So these pawns look gigantic pawns potentially. Sacrificing immediately. Well, it's giving me a material advantage. Knight d7 threatened. Alright, so bishop d4. What is e6 for knight d5? E6. Maybe that's not good enough. Okay. What about just simplifying here? Okay, knight d5.
Check.
If king e6, knight f4.
Check.
Then there's e6 there. Is that any use? Well, it wins a rook.
Check.
That's very handy to win a rook. Yes, need a bit of help sometimes. Knight c5 threatens.
Check.
Is there rook c5 mate if king d5? Right. Well, knight b4. No, king d5 is possible. Let's bring my king in for a moment. Okay. And the game continues a little bit.
Check.
He's resigned here. Yeah, I thought it was an interesting way to play the game with the... Yeah, I think... Let's see what the engine thought of this. Probably not much. I think it causes problems for black. c5 is good for white here. I thought it was a bit of a clamp on black's position. Oh, hang on. Knight takes b3 here. So immediately sacking the exchange, okay. Oh, what? Okay, let's go. Going too quick. Why is bishop c3 good? If knight c4, then we take here. Okay. here now, and black's better after either. It could have played knight a5 as well. So if I didn't take this, this is okay, possibly. Oh, I'm going to b4, yeah, okay. This is okay for me, it seems. No, after that it's not. Maybe queen d3 just to prompt the immediate winning of the exchange. Yeah, I wasn't so convinced because although he's going to get that pawn back, he's loosened f5 here. So when I'm trying to hit f5, well, you know, what is he doing here? This is equal now for white at least. So f5 here, dangerous diagonal, d5. These are good pass pawns, surely. For me, this looked really good. I don't know. The engine might change its tune here. I thought it was good for white. Apparently, it's slightly in black's favour, less than. No, about more than half a pawn, less than half a pawn now.
Check.
Equal. Yeah, it's just giving up straight away. It's a difficult to play position. Yeah, what is the plan there? It seems easier for white to play this anyway. So this, I don't know, a bit desperate, I think.
Check.
And how they're coming up. Yeah, he had to play king e7 away from the check.
Check.
How does always help. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks so much.